this video, we're going to talk about your thyroid and why you might still feel off even if you're taking medication. If you're on thyroid medication and you do feel a little better, but you still can't lose weight and you still are losing your hair and you still feel exhausted all the time, it's because your thyroid still isn't working. So if you were diagnosed with a thyroid issue and you were put on Thyroid, since going on Thyroid, your labs have improved and your doctor says everything looks normal, but you still don't feel good. You're losing hair in the shower, like a lot of it. You're seeing it all over your brush. Your scale won't move, or worse, it's going up every time you get on the scale. And you wake up tired even when you've had a full night of sleep because your thyroid still needs help. So what's actually going on here? There are two things that we need to talk about. So please stay tuned for this whole video because you're going to want this information. First, we're going to go over what it actually feels like when your thyroid still isn't functioning properly, even when you're on a medication. And second, we're going to look at what other systems in your body actually determine the effectiveness of your thyroid hormones. Number one, most medications like Thyroid only actually give you T4. T4 is inactive, which is really funny because it's like, why don't you just give me the active version of this hormone? But that's another conversation. Your body has to convert T4 into the active version called T3. That conversion happens primarily in your liver, and it depends on a few very key things, okay? Number one, first, is nutrients. In order for your liver to convert T4 into T3 and make it active, you need selenium, you need zinc, and you need iron. If you don't have those three things, you literally cannot convert the T4. Second, you need enzymes. Your body uses very specific enzymes to actually activate the hormone. If the enzymes are slow, the hormone never actually gets activated. You need selenium, zinc, and iron to physically convert T4 to T3. Second is enzyme activity. Your body uses a crap ton of very specific enzymes in order to activate the actual T3 hormone. If those enzymes slow down, the hormone doesn't actually get activated. Third is your metabolic environment. That means the whole thing. Your thyroid doesn't control your metabolism, it responds to your metabolism. So if your body is under stress, if you're not eating well, if you're low on energy, your body will actually slow down this conversion on purpose. Why does the body do that? Why does the body slow down the conversion? Well, it's because your body's number one priority in life is to stay alive. It doesn't care about speed. It doesn't care about your mental health. Honestly, it doesn't even care about how you look. It just wants to survive. You can have T4 all in your bloodstream and your labs can look better, but it doesn't mean that the cells deep down are actually getting the signal. And when your cells don't get that signal, everything starts to slow down, okay? Not just your actual metabolism, but things like protein turnover, cellular renewal. Your body will actually slow down protein turnover, and your hair is made of protein. So now that your body's slowing down protein turnover, your hair gets brittle, it gets dry, it starts breaking, you start seeing it all in the shower, you pick it up from the drain and stick it on the wall, right? We all do that. And you find it on your clothes all over the place because your body literally doesn't have the protein that you need to sustain hair. And hair is not essential to your survival. Things also that get affected are like energy. Your cells aren't producing any energy. So now you feel heavy, you feel exhausted, you feel like you're dragging yourself throughout the day, even if you slept. You also feel issues like being cold all the time. Why does that happen? Well, we just talk about how your metabolic rate drops. And when your metabolic rate drops, you produce less heat. So now your hands are cold, your feet are cold, you're the only one who's freezing in the room, and you have to wear socks to bed because your body literally cannot produce the energy that you need to keep you warm. And of course, when you're not burning or utilizing energy, that leads to weight gain. Your cells are burning less energy. So when you have too much energy in your body will store it when it can't burn it. That's why weight gain feels slow, it feels stubborn, it feels all over, and honestly, it feels like unfair because you're eating salad and working out and you still can't lose weight. None of the things that I just mentioned are new. We all kind of associate thyroid issues with thinning hair and weight gain and lack of energy, but here's a couple of symptoms that you might not realize are also attached to your thyroid. Number one, if the outer corner of your eyebrows are starting to thin, that's actually a really common issue with thyroid signaling. It also is related to insulin resistance because when you're not burning the energy that your body has, your insulin starts to get dysregulated. And then you're gonna notice the outer side of your eyebrows are thinning. That's not because you're getting older, that's because you have too much sugar stored up in your body. And weirdo, unexpected symptom number two is your voice might start to feel a little different. You might notice that your voice is getting deeper, it's getting raspier, it's getting crackly. That's because your thyroid hormones are actually responsible for tissue tone and fluid balance. So you're going to start to hear a gargle in your voice because the fluid in your body is not in balance. So again, you have the hormone, you're just not using it, so you don't have the function of the hormone. And this is where most people stop talking because they think this is just a thyroid problem. But your thyroid doesn't work alone. Nothing in the human body works alone, not a single thing. And the system around your thyroid is blocking the mechanism of it. Your thyroid is part of a system, and one of the biggest influences on that system is stress. Okay, I know I talk about stress a lot, stress, but this is how impactful it is to your body. When cortisol is elevated, which is what happens from your adrenal glands, cortisol tells your body slow down the conversion of T4 to T3. I don't need you to be all active right now when I literally am telling your body to store fat. So in order for me, cortisol, to store fat, I need you, thyroid, to stop working so well. Cortisol will actually block your body's T3 receptors. So even if you are able to convert to T3, your body won't be able to actually use it. Isn't that crazy? Cortisol also tells your body, increase my backup hormone, thyroid, and I need you to make reverse T3. Instead of T3, I need you to make reverse T3. Reverse T3 is literally the reverse card in Uno, go backwards. It is the actual brakes on your metabolism. We use reverse T3-4 is to actually moderate how much we are metabolizing today. So your body can't unlimitedly use T3. That would lead you to hyperthyroidism. So we need reverse T3 to say, hey, chill out, slow down, let's stay in balance. So cortisol tells your body, increase reverse T3 because I don't need you to do all that. Right now, I need to store fat. So now you have less activity in the hormone itself, you have blocked receptors, and you have more stop signal, which means that your T4 cannot land anywhere. This is why you feel wired but exhausted, anxious but drained, awake at night even though you are dying for your bed during the day. That actually happens to you because when cortisol is present, your body must accompany cortisol with adrenaline. And what does adrenaline do? It gives you strength, it keeps you awake, it gives you focus. So when you have adrenaline in the system and your metabolism, your actual energy production is shut off, your body, which is actually really tired because it's not producing any energy, is still awake. It's still wired. That's why you feel that way. Sometimes you actually know this is happening because you have a randomly racing heart. That random racing heart, when your energy is still really low, is not random. It's happening because adrenaline is pumping through the system right at that moment. And again, your system can't produce any energy because we shut everything off. This happens and your body ends up holding on to weight because cortisol is literally telling your nervous system that you're not safe and you need to store energy. Your nervous system is then going to feed that signal back to every part of your body. So this loop, this system just get screwed. You're stuck in a cycle because of this, because your thyroid does not work by itself. So when you look at this as a whole, you're taking the hormone, but you're not actually converting it well. The system around it is blocking you from actually using it. And of course, you still feel off. You still are losing your hair. You're still gaining weight because it's still not working. This is the part that no one explains to you, and then you start blaming yourself. You say things like, I need to eat more salad, but do you? I hate salad, by the way. I love salad, like eating it, but I hate salad as a nutritional component. But anyway, you think you're doing something wrong when you're not. You're really, really not. This is not a medication problem. This is not a I need to take more T4 problem. This is not a I need to eat more salad problem. This is a system problem. Because hormones don't just magically exist. They have to be converted, they have to be delivered, and they have to be received in order for them to be used properly. If this helped you understand your system just a little bit more, it's not by accident. This is literally the work that we do inside the Great Reset. We don't just give your body a ton of hormones. We actually support the entire system so that you can use the hormones that you have. Your body isn't broken, it's just not fully supported yet. So again, if this made a little bit of sense for you, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. In the next video, we're going to be talking about what you can do to actually fix the system, support it so you can actually use the hormones that you have. And then after that, we're going to talk about subclinical hypothyroidism, meaning your labs are fine, but you have all the symptoms of somebody who has a non-working thyroid. We're going to talk about that too. So make sure you subscribe so you can get all the updates on my new videos. And again, if this helped you answer something going on in your body, I would be super grateful if you left me a comment, shot me a little note, and actually tell me what you want me to talk about next, because I'd love your feedback. So thank you, and see you in the next video.